Husband snatcher. I don't snatch husband. Instead of me to snatch your husband, I will put you 6 feet and collect him. Mwogi. Liar. I don't drag. I know the fight for person husband. The earth will take you and I will collect the man. I don't know how to be. What I can't even be sharing man with you. I don't share men. I'm not that kind of woman that, oh, you are sleeping with me. Wait till I carry that your husband. If I want your husband, I will take him. I am that bold. I'm not all those girls that want your husband and be hiding. Me and you go battle prick. And trust me, I go bury you, collector. I mean, I know sabi drag. I collect. I'm a collector. I dominate. Oh, my banjo.
So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. Drama, they say, is not just a random visitor in our lives. We either open the door for it, or offer it a seat, or fail to show it the way out. It was right before our Koro eyes. My dear Nigerians, please interpret Koro for me. Listen to me. If you are watching this channel, then you should familiarize yourself with one or two Nigerian slangs because we're gonna use them here. Yes, Koro. It was right before this our Koro eyes that the drama between IVD and his late wife, Bimbo, unfolded. Back then, news were not typically disseminated on Instagram via Instagram accounts. Then it was blogs. The days of Linda Ikeji blog and the days of Stella Dimikokokus blog. Yes. Bimbo, a very young lady back then when she started with IVD, was from an average home or above average family, from a decent family. And she met this young handsome man called Ikechukwu, a hustler on the streets of Lagos. Somehow they began seeing each other head over heels in love or infatuation or whatever it was they were feeling. But it was intense. As I mentioned, Bimbo came from an above average family, while IVD was like that street boy. So, in order to prove her love and support her boyfriend, Bimbo would steal from her family to give IVD for hustling for food. She went into full-blown truancy, started skipping school, missing school, sneaking in and out at night. You know that behavior of a teenage girl when she finds this kind of love, right? Her parents were so determined to rescue her, to save her. They took her to rehab. They even relocated her from Lagos and moved her to Abuja. And she disclosed herself that even there in Abuja, IVD would send her messages that, oh, he's going to kill himself if she doesn't come, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Bimbo will run away from home and go back to this IVD. There was nothing her family and her parents didn't do to sever that relationship because they knew that it was bad for her. But she insisted. It got so bad that she had to take in, out of wedlock. She got pregnant just to have her family's hands tied. But would you believe that her family still insisted that even if you're pregnant, you're not going to marry this boy? They did everything they could, but to no avail. At the end of the day, Bimbo ran into IVD's home and they started living as husband and wife even without marriage. So the parents were forced to give their consent, albeit hesitantly. And that was how this marriage started. Bimbo revealed a lot. She said that her mother sacrificed her car for IVD, gave IVD their car because she was pregnant and was trekking around. All her siblings were graduates. It was only Bimbo that didn't finish secondary school. She was the only one that didn't go to university. On top of this love for IVD.
Your mother, all my 6 children, all graduates were placed. You go marry illiterate like you.
You see that is an illiterate.
Illiterate like you.
This lady made very foolish decisions, if we can call it that. Left school, sacrificed everything. She even sacrificed what I can call her eternity. That's if God didn't have mercy on her, because she started going to diabolical places to make her husband successful. I remember like it was yesterday, this video where we saw Bimbo walking into a market barefooted. And some people thought it was praise, but it was later revealed that it was part of the things that she had to do as sacrifice, because she was already carrying calabashes from one native doctor to the other to make this her husband successful. It is a very messy story, and I've covered it in a documentary. I'm going to leave the link down in the description box. You can just search Nezeville, IVD and Bimbo documentary. You would get the details of everything that transpired in that marriage. So yes, they got married, and even in that marriage, she didn't stop sacrificing. She even said her parents financed IVD to go abroad for a course or for business or whatever. She bore 5 children for him, male and female, 5 children. And at the end of the day, when the man started making money, he became a big deal. He became an auto dealer. Big boys started patronizing him. Things changed in the marriage. She said that the man became abusive. He was such a chronic and pathetic cheat. He would sleep around. His mistresses would send her messages insulting her. In fact, it was a lot. And at the end of the day, she died. She didn't pass because she was ill or she met with an accident. She passed in the heat of one of their numerous fights.
Okay, this is a video of me again in my house. Actually, I got back yesterday from the work and I was so exhausted, and what I got from my partner was a heated argument and all that. She was insulting me. There's nothing she didn't say to me, but what I said to do was not to touch her and all that. So see what she did. Burn cuttings everywhere. See burns everywhere. And I can't even really help.
Now, none of them is entirely blameless, right? We can agree that none of them is entirely blameless. But the fact remains that that woman passed tragically and suddenly. She was not sick. And she passed in one of the episodes of misunderstanding, feeling hurt and betrayed and cheated and all of that with this man that she had been with for over 20 years, right from when she was a teenager. Now, Bimbo died on the 15th of October, 2022. And by May 15th the next year, on IVD's birthday, he and Blessing CEO had already gone public with a love affair, with a romantic relationship. And they posted videos of Blessing CEO serenading him with cakes, candles, petals, romantic words. Oh, I love you. They tattooed their names on each other's hands. A few months after this, his wife died tragically like a dog under very suspicious circumstances. On social media, showing cakes, and she was decorating 10 reasons why I love you, and she will video this one. I love you because you are sweet. I love you because you are this. I love you, and everything. The balloons, red, hey, abomination. All this charade were aired on social media for all to see. Few months after this woman that has 5 children for you died suddenly and tragically. And to make it worse, the woman that this man was projecting and showing off with, this Blessing CEO, is the same woman that attacked viciously and desecrated the memory of this his little wife.
I now saw the real story, so that it was bully. It didn't start with love. It started with the fact that, why are you bullying this guy? I saw it beyond, you know when you have evidences and you're like, and you watch them cook up. He doesn't talk. Even in a voice note, she said she go lose the rapper. In her voice note, and I quote, that rapper way tie IVD, I go lose them. IVD go fall for ground. Now their point is they felt like, okay, I'm the one, trying to protect him. So they will deal with me so that I will leave him.
It was so bad that Bimbo's family had to arrest Blessing CEO because she took it personally.
They wanted to send him to oblivion because they know that once there is a voice, and that's the reason why they actually took me to prison, because I was now that voice.
She would go on podcasts and blogs and all those things saying, yes, the woman wanted to die.
This is the fact. Bimbo have always wanted to die. From the beginning of the story, yes, she has always wanted to die. But the fact that maybe she wants to take the man along with her. There's a point of your life whereby you feel that I cannot go alone.
A fellow woman that ran away from a bad marriage, that knows what trauma bonding is, that understands the pain of a bad marriage, coming out to talk anyhow. That yes, the woman wanted to die. If she didn't want to die, the man was not holding her. Why didn't she walk out? She wanted to die, but she's just angry. The family is angry because she didn't take the man along with him. Jesus, how can you say such a thing? Even if that's what comes to your head. I always tell you guys here, it is not everything that comes to your head that must be spat out from your mouth. If you are that kind of person, that as you think that's why you talk you would always project yourself, and you would always be a fool. There's some thoughts that should remain thoughts. So you, after castigating and insulting this late woman, before her body could turn cold, you ran off with her husband and you're on social media. Now, what is most repulsive to me is not just the fact that IVD is suspected of having a hand in this woman's death. Oh yes, there are wide speculations, and even the family believes that IVD was the one that pushed the late woman into the fire that burnt her and was recording her while she burnt without making any attempts to put out the fire or to save her. That is their belief, what they say happened.
It's gone. IVD! IVD! You pushed my sister into the fire. You watched her burn. You videoed her. Oh! 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 This fire is burning me. You burnt me. You burnt me. This fire is burning me. You watched her burn. You pushed her into the fire. You were videoing her. You were videoing her burning. Oh, Chimo. Hi. This fire is burning me. Hi. I don't have to eat anymore. This fire is burning me. 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 It's burning me. This fire is burning me. Oh, I video. Oh, I video. You're on the run. Oh.
I was not there, so I would not agree or disagree. I would leave that to the court to decide, because that matter is already subject of litigation, is already in court. But IVD was claiming that he was not the one that pushed her, that she was the one that took her own life. She was the one that set herself ablaze in the heat of the fight and the heat of the chaotic situation. But whatever be the case, whether it was murder or it was suicide, this woman died tragically under your watch. You had a connection to the chain of events that led to her death, whether it was murder or suicide. It wasn't like she went out and she was having a bad day at the office and she decided to take her life. It was in the heat of anger, of passion, of fight, of chaos with you, of pain, of controversy surrounding you. You are involved either directly or indirectly in how that woman passed. There are indications or suspicions of your complicity. There is an existing case before the court in Lagos of manslaughter against you. That case is still on, isn't it? And within the same year, within less than 1 year that woman died like that, you are on social media squeezing another woman's buttocks, the woman that came out to insult your wife in death. I didn't say just having sexual comfort with another woman in the bedroom without anybody knowing. That now becomes a private matter. Coming to social media to prophesy love, to squeeze buttocks, to do PDA, to show yourself in the bedroom kissing. And you're doing challenge with this woman where you are disclosing that you had sex on the first day that you met.
Suspect is always for me how to get, but I fucked her the first day I came to her office. Suspect that has booked up 1 million at one time and always comes back for my gula.
And the woman is taking to blogs and podcasts saying that your machine gun is chocolate, it is very delicious.
The benching must be very good.
It's not good, it's perfect. With him, I'm excited to even want to have kids.
Only few months after your wife passed and you think it's okay, and small children are cheering you up on social media and you think it's normal. We are indeed in dangerous times, though. And what is worse is that it's going to keep deteriorating. It's going to keep getting worse with the next generation. It's a downward slope. Because you see this era of social media, oh God, the lines between reality and fantasy is really blurred. The lines between right and wrong between sense and nonsense. Because the bottom truth is that regardless of how reckless, thoughtless, or outrightly shameful someone's acts or conducts are, they will still find their own crowd, their own markets, their supporters, cheerleaders who would clap for them, who would urge them on, who would defend their madness. But I promise you, especially my young ladies and gentlemen watching me, take this word from me, I promise you, do not be fooled. Not all applause is admiration. Some people support you out of ignorance. Many of them are 10, 15 years younger than you. When they get to your age, they will know better. They would not have supported you if they were as old and mature as you are. Some of them are just drama lovers who are getting entertained by your stupidity and your show of shame. While for some others, they're just as lost, desperate for an outlet, looking for somebody that would help them to justify their own poor decisions or dysfunction. It's just like you now as a plus size lady, you wear an obviously undersized clothes and you know you're looking like shit. You post that on social media and people are hailing you. Oh my God, you look good. Is the confidence for me? Is the skin for me? And you're feeling good while deep down in your heart, you know that you look like shit. But you let yourself get carried away by online praise that you forget common sense. You forget that sense that is supposed to be common, but from the look of things, it's no longer common anymore. And you get carried away by the fickle praises of social media that would hype you and hype you and hype you to death, disgrace, and destruction. There is a very fine distinction between love and survival. And sometimes we find that we get the both of them all mixed up. Blessing CEO is an intelligent woman. There is no doubt about that. And when I take a look at her, I do not just see her, I see through her. Now, beyond the facade, Blessing is at her core a woman shaped by abandonment and the pain of being invisible. She has disclosed that she is the first out of 5 children and that she grew up feeling very emotionally neglected. Now, in this her desperate search for love and acceptance, she got married at a very early age, around the age of 18, and then it turned out to be a very violent union. She endured series of domestic violence, abuse, and all of that, and she had to run away. She got divorced in her early 20s, and she was left to cater to 2 young children as a divorcee as a very young woman. Her husband or her ex-husband moved on and got remarried. She may have never truly felt seen, safe, or chosen.
I got married at the age of 19. I came out at 21.
Oh, point.
Domestic violence. My ex beats me to the altar on my wedding day and blah, blah, blah.
On your wedding day?
Yes.
He beat you to the altar.
Before I collected ring, they gave me 2 slaps. 4 days after the marriage, they beat me to coma.
Inside honeymoon.
Hey, which honeymoon?
No.
And when I was leaving that marriage, all I was telling to myself is, there's so much I know I can give. I just want to survive.
Now, outwardly, she portrays herself as bold, unfazed, and confident. But behind the social media persona, she is someone who craves acceptance. I'm certain that we all recollect how she came across this fame in the first instance. It wasn't through skill or craft or creativity. It was through controversy. The Onyeze case, if you remember back then, where she impersonated the owner of a house, posing on social media that she just bought or built a house, and the owner saw it, had to have her arrested, disgraced, made to sit on the floor, and humiliated.
Raise your face up.
Very big, please.
Let me call you back later. We are busy, please.
This house does not belong to me.
Who does this house belong to? Onyeze who?
Yes. Onyeze China.
Onyeze Nachinko. What did you do that made them to ask you to say the owner of the house?
I recently came here to take a picture.
You recently came in here to take a picture?
Yes, sir.
A picture of Onyeze, Abi? A picture of Onyeze? A picture of Onyeze's house?
Yes.
And this will be the first and last you will ever claim a property that does not belong to you.
And that incident was what brought about the first major wave of popularity. And she was in of the buzz that it brought, the follows, the comments, the likes, the attention. And she was like, ooh, finally, I am getting noticed. And there was no turning back for her. And so she then leaned into the scandal, changed her brand, rebranding shame into strategy. She threw shame away from the wind. She was like, who shame help? Who disgrace help? So she got louder, deliberately stemming controversy. She got BBL, anything to just be noticed, anything to fill the void that resides in her.
I'm not going to lie. Like, nyash sells. What? Forget the noise. They like it. You know, we are hypocrites in this part of the world. I keep saying it. You know, when I wanted to do the lipo, there was something one of my friends told me, babe, by the time you do this lipo, you'll be shocked. So when I even did the lipo, I wasn't even so buoyant because I had invested my money in the project I was doing. Yeah. But after the lipo, doors open. Yes. But it came with favor, it came with blessing.
And so in this new world of social media, where quiet experiences are oftentimes overlooked, Blessing mistook noise for strength, and attention felt like importance and love to her. And perfectly, on the other hand, was Ikechukwu, IVD, whom we can clearly call a drowning man. Lost his wife under very unnatural and bizarre circumstances, that regardless of how he chooses to lie to himself on social media, when he is alone at night and he closes his eyes, he would always battle himself. He may never know what peace feels like again. Lost all 5 of his children. Oh yes, when the lady died, the lady's family took all the children from him. And he claimed that he has not set his eyes on any of his children ever since Bimbo passed.
She refused to leave me, and this same person kidnapped my 5 kids. They kidnapped. I've not seen my kids now. It's over 3 years now. I've not seen my kids. I don't even know how they are doing.
Do you talk to them on the phone?
No, they have never given me any chance or any avenue to be able to talk to them.
So he has lost his wife under daunting circumstances, and he has lost all 5 of his children. His business is not as thriving as it used to be. So many friends and associates do not want to be associated with him anymore. They have distanced themselves from him.
And the reason even why it's not even about all the money I lost. I lost my business. I lost my business partners because the damage online was too much.
Then he is facing criminal charges on top of it for manslaughter. He is indeed drowning in silence, scandal, and even maybe tormenting spirits. And you know what they say about a drowning man? A drowning man would grasp at straws. If you're in a pool and you are drowning, or an ocean, a river, whatever, and you are drowning, even if you see a thread, a rope, you would grasp at it, you would grab it. It's more like intuitively. It's more like instinctively, because you are desperate to stay afloat. So anything that looks, even if deep down you know that this thing cannot keep you afloat, it is almost like reflex. You would grab at threads and straws. And in IVD's life today, Blessing is that straw. So in this chaos, Blessing extended her hand of what seemed like compassion. And he, on the other hand, didn't have the luxury of a choice. He didn't have the luxury of choosing friends. Hello? How many people even wanted to be close to him? So she became his only comfort. I assure you, under normal circumstances, she may not have been his choice.
So if anyone could tell me that I'm gonna want to do life with her, I would never accept, because I want to be honest, she's not my kind of.
How? Explain.
Lady. She knows. But guess what? She made it so easy. And
why do you say I'm not your kind of lady?
Let
me know.
Well,
so for Blessing, she's like, oh, finally I get chosen. Wow. So this is love. Love is so sweet. All this attention on me, a man finally sees me as worthy. But for IVD, on the other hand, this is survival. This is a place where he can hide his shame. This is him trying to hold on to the last piece of human connection that he has. So while one person on this hand is trying to show the world that she is loved and she is indeed worthy of love, the other person on the other hand is trying not to drown in oblivion. And these two individuals maybe mistaking this emotional codependency, if I can call it that, as love. But the question is, if this drama, this noise, these headlines are removed, what may be left? Might just be cum-cum, might be just a fragile bond held together by shared emptiness. It might not be news to many of us, especially those of us active on social media, to learn that Blessing CEO and IVD are engaged to be married. And they have been taken to social media to show all sorts of PDA. Oh, IVD crying when she came out with a wedding dress, and they will go for a wedding dress testing together, and she will be like, I pepper you, pepper me, peppering this whole thing on social media.
I can't deny it, that you've taken all over me.
And recently, they have been very public about their romantic vacation, romantic trip to Qatar. A few days ago, after they had dressed up and marched to the airport, IVD was picked up and arrested by the authorities. There are speculations that there is a court order prohibiting him from traveling outside of the country during the subsistence of his trial. Now, one of the bail conditions stipulated that he should not travel out of the country. That is rumor. I'm not very sure about it, but be that as it may, he has been dragged back to court, and the court ordered that he be remanded in prison. Blessing CEO, on the other hand, has taken to social media to say, oh, my man, they are trying to intimidate my man. They are bullying my man this, my man that. Is it because of his Igbo? Is it because of tribal? She began trying to bring in the whole tribal sentiments and rubbish into the matter, but not a lot of people were falling for that. So many people were not having it, especially with this video that's made it out recently, where Blessing CEO was threatening on social media that she cannot drag somebody's husband with her, that if she wants the woman's husband, she would kill the woman and take the husband. It might be cruise, it might be joke, but with what is happening, a lot of people, are very shaken by such utterances.
Snatch. Husband snatcher. I don't snatch husband. Instead of me to snatch your husband, I will put you 6 feet and collect him. Mwogi. I don't drag. I don't fight for person husband. The earth will take you and I will collect the man. I don't know how to be. I can't even be sharing man with you. I don't share men. I'm not that kind of woman that, oh, you are sleeping with me. Wait till I carry that your husband. If I want your husband, I will take him. I am that bold. I'm not all those girls that want your husband and be hiding. Me and you go battle prick. And trust me, I go bury you, collector. I'm not sabi drag. I collect. I'm a collector. I dominate.
People of God, do not let social media fool you. What is wrong is wrong. What is repulsive is repulsive. What is obnoxious is obnoxious. Underneath the likes and the comments and the reshares and the reposts, what does your sense, what does your conscience tell you when you are alone? Or is it that people have lost their senses and conscience these days? Anyways, guys, I'm going to keep watching and I'm going to bring you guys up to speed if there are any updates. The outcome of this arrest, the prosecution, this marriage of Blessing and IVD, this wedding that is coming up. I'm going to let you know how everything plays out as it does. So if you're new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.